No way.
Oh, I know it is.
Oh, wow.
It is time at 10:14 to reveal our surprise celebrity guest for today's I Want to Know segment. We've been sharing clues throughout the morning to answer OG's question about why does some gas come out as burps, why does some come out the other end. Let's just recap those clues for you real quick, okay? The clues were Atlanta doctor. Second clue was that her husband is also a doctor. And the third clue was reality TV star. Please welcome to the PIX11 Morning News. OG had the correct show with the wrong name. Dr. Contessa Metcalfe from Married to Medicine.
Hey, I had the correct show too, Dan.
Correct show.
Correct
there you
show.
go. Well, thank you, doctor.
I'm the only one whose husband is also a doctor.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought Dr.
That's
Heavenly's husband was a doctor too. I forgot.
Well, she's a dentist. So.
Yeah, but I just,
So, doctor, OG has been hounding me to get an answer to this question. And by the way, it actually is a really good question. OG, take it away.
All right, hi, Dr. Contessa. So here's the thing. I always drink like hot water, like lime water every morning. So one day I'm driving into work in the tunnel and I take like this big gulp and then I'm like burping, I'm burping nonstop. And I was like, why am I burping? And I was like, first of all, why does this come this way, this exit, and then the other one comes the other way? Are they the same thing, just taking different exits and the GPS in the body sending them through different ways? Or are they different things? So it just got me wondering. And since I'm not like as smart as you, doctor, I'm glad you're here to clarify.
Well, I don't believe that you're not as smart as me, so we're going to stop saying that. But I will tell you, you kind of gave yourself a clue to why you were burping and burping and burping. You probably just drank too fast. And in that situation, air was just trapped in your gut. And so, you know, my mom used to always say it's better out than in.
Right?
So, yeah. So carbonated drinks, things like that, so this is the way gas works, right? In your gut. So your body actually metabolizes the foods that you eat. And so inside of your gut, you have bacteria and they love certain foods. Like for instance, we talk about ice cream, we talk about, so those, you know, broccoli, beans, those kind of things. And so the gas itself has to come out, right? And so that's what you're experiencing. The metabolization, you know, when you metabolize those foods, then that's the byproduct of the bacteria metabolizing what's left over.
Wait. So when you drink too fast, what OG was saying, that comes out as a burp. But if I eat too many beans...
It can, she said.
That's like the first, like common carbonated drinks, things that already have like a lot of air in them, like the trap bubbles. So that's the easy answer. And because she said it's not something that happens all the time. She said this one time in this experience, she drank this and then essentially had this burping episode.
No, but I do burp a lot though, I have to say, Dr. Contessa. I do. Back in the day, I used to burp the alphabets for my niece. I don't anymore because I changed my diet and stuff, but I do burp a lot. I burp like nonstop. Like sometimes I just start eating certain things and I start burping.
I've never heard you burp before on set.
I'm a lady.
I've heard her burp.
That's why.
Oh.
I know Marisol is dying to know
suggestions
more
for you.
about... Marisol probably has a ton of questions for you.
Yeah, well, you got to
Dr.
get that checked
Contessa?
out because you may have low acid. You may actually not have enough bile. So there's some other reasons. But I just wanted to go with the simplest
No, we
answer
like
first.
that.
But if it's something that happens really frequently, there are some things that we can investigate to figure out if we can help you with that.
Process sugar, I
Dr.
heard.
Contessa.
Marisol?
Well, that's what I was going to ask, Dr. Contessa. First of all, you're gorgeous.
Right.
Second of all, I burp like it's my job. I always have since I was a little kid.
It's very guttural.
I feel like I am evicting the stresses of the world through my burps. And I
Her burp is
wonder-
like the sound for a
I
fire
wonder-
alarm going off.
Pretty much. But I wonder, my boyfriend thinks maybe I have acid reflux. I don't get the sensation of agita. However, I have had my gallbladder removed. And the burping has neither subsided nor gotten worse. It's pretty much the same. Do I need to investigate? Is something going on that is rotten in Denmark or in my intestines?
So think enzymes, think acid, and think bile. And any disruption of those kind of chemicals in your body are things that actually can cause you to have to burp a lot. And if you haven't considered something as simple as like apple cider vinegar to be something that you just try that. That's something that's super cheap, is easy, you know, is really doesn't have like, you know, don't worry about toxicity. You don't need a prescription for it, and it's pretty much everywhere. Just try a little bit of that, a couple of tablespoons in some water, and bam.
Okay.
There you go.
I won't go crazy on the questions about smells and why some smell and some don't. But guess what, guys? But wait, there's more, as we like to say, because we don't have one surprise guest today. We have two surprise guests.
Is this your cue to rip a fart, Dan?
So, Married to Medicine back for season 8. Right, so we have one of their newest cast members joining us this morning as well. Please welcome to the PIX11 Morning News, Anila Saija. Good morning. Look at this, a 7-box.
Woo. Breaking records.
We are going full speed with the Brady Bunch. Yes. Good morning.
Yes.
How are you?
Good morning.
So I'm going to get to you in 1 second. I want to play a quick clip, and then we'll have a group chat.
Racism and discrimination. That is the reason why we're marching here in Washington, D.C.
Amen.
That's right. This is the most significant medical mission we've ever done.
COVID testing.
Are you having any symptoms today?
57 years ago when Dr. King and them came, they didn't have black doctors like y'all.
Well, I will never forget this moment.
There you go. So, good morning, by the way. Welcome.
Hello.
What's it like to join the cast?
It's been amazing. You know, I think I've really enjoyed meeting all the ladies. I have a very bubbly personality as it is, and so I feel like it's like joining any group of ladies, you know, and just getting to know them, learning about their history. But I think the energy that I bring has been great.
And obviously, we're talking like about flatulence in here, but you guys are covering some very serious topics there as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, going through the pandemic and being able to film during the pandemic was crazy. You know, we had to do a lot of things by wearing masks, wearing shields, you know, doing a lot of outdoor activities and just, you know, limiting the number of guests. And then Black Lives Matter. I mean, we were part of history, which was amazing.
Yeah, you could for sure. I think Ben had a question for the doctor.
I had, I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back to flatulence. I apologize.
I love it.
I apologize. I know we were going into a very important conversation there. Not that flatulence isn't. Anyway, what is a natural way? Because I've gone like vegetarian, and it is like I could fuel a jetliner at this point with the amount of what is a natural? What's a natural way to kind of allow that to subside? Because I don't want to take like pills and stuff.
Well, if you aren't interested in pills, you can also try liquid, but probiotics.
Yeah.
Because again, it's all about your gut bacteria, right? And so you want to make sure that balance is proper.
Yeah.
And so, of course, there are some foods that you can avoid, but like you just said, you're going to a plant-based lifestyle, which I really advocate for. But the side effect of that is you're going to have a little bit more gas.
I mean, I deflate.
Well, you are not alone. A lot of people just aren't as honest as you.
Don't talk about it on television.
Probiotics.
But when it comes to those probiotics, as a mom, I have little kids that love those little smoothies. Is it good for them as well, or should you be of a certain age before you take them?
So it's just, again, whenever you're trying a supplement, watch the sugar, especially because, you know, with yogurt, a lot of them are really high in sugar, which, again, that bacteria loves, and that just adds to the flatulence that we're talking about. And so if you can try it in a little bit, in a form that doesn't have as much sugar, and then also something that yogurt can be a thing that can actually cause people to get gas as well.
Every morning I have a yogurt.
You want to make sure it's going to meet that's not
I get to sit
exacerbating
next
the
to you,
problem.
Dan.
This explains everything. I have coffee and yogurt every single day. Anila, how many times do people be like, can I talk to your husband about a question? I got a question.
Oh my gosh, yes, all the time. Everyone's wanting to get Botox, fillers, because, you know, he does cosmetics as well. So he does, yeah, so I get it done too.
There you go.
I do them also.
The fillers and Botox?
I do Botox and fillers. I do PRF. I do all that. I do threads. I do everything. Yeah. It's Atlanta. We're kind of like mini Hollywood. So
there you go.
Yeah, we are.
There you go.
It's cheaper and more natural than plastic surgery, right?
There you go.
And it's not permanent. So if you don't like it, you can get back to your old self.
It will go away.
Right.
Exactly.
Hey,
Love it.
Thank you so much,
All
both
right.
of you, for being our surprise guests. OG, are you happy?
Yes. I haven't even burped at all
you.
morning.
Every
I've been
time
Did we
you
answer
do,
your question?
think of this.
Did we answer your question, OG?
Yes, you did.
Can you
Hey.
burp a thank you to us?
Dr. Contessa and Anila, thank you, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. We,
right.
we love you
Thank
both.
you.
By the way, season 8,
you.
Married to Medicine this Sunday night. This Sunday night
Yes.
on Bravo. Congrats.
Bravo.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I'm going to stalk you later, Dr. Contessa, so we can investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna DM you a private message about why some
Oh
things
my.
smell and some things don't, because I feel like it's a little too much for TV, but we'll talk about it later. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, ladies.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thanks.